Hello everybody, welcome to the last and final video of this 1 year of no social media challenge. And initially I was thinking that I was gonna make a proper edited video with proper scripting and those sort of things, right? Like it would have uh, a structured flow with things where I'll be explaining step by step, the whole process, right, from the beginning to the end, the things that I've learned. But later on, I decided that no, all this time we have been as raw and as authentic. Seems like I'm self glazing, but this is the true fact that I have kept it raw and I've kept it very open when it comes to like speaking to the camera and those sort of things, right? So, uh, yeah, I just went with the idea that no, I'll keep it as straight to the point and as unedited, unfiltered as possible. So, I'm just gonna be speaking right now with what comes in my mind, right, and like explaining the entire process of how it went from day one all the way to the current day, right? So, uh, just let's just go back to the beginning, right? So, why did I decide to do this challenge? So, I wasn't feeling happy with myself, and there were a multitude of reasons why this was the case, but they all merged and filtered down to the use of social media, right? So, just to name a few things, right? I would be unhappy with the things that I looked in social media, like, for example, seeing someone I know having their best time of life, right? And that it wasn't jealousy, it was just the fact that it felt so strongly that everyone else is having a good time, and here I am with difficulties, whatnot, blah blah blah, and those sort of things, right? So that was there. And then secondly, it was the constant urge to keep posting stories, looking at the views and sort of looking at the interactions, right? Like all the likes and all those things, right? The comments, whatnot. So that really got into my head, and it felt like I wanted to pose as someone who I wasn't really meant to be. It wasn't me, it wasn't who I am, it wasn't who I felt happy to be, right? So that's when I decided that I'll open up this YouTube channel, right? And I didn't open it up, but that's when I decided to actually do the challenge where I will be off of social media. I won't post a single picture, right? Resist the urge. Um, in the meantime, do something creative. All the time that went into looking at social media, scrolling through the stories and the reels and whatnot, right? So instead of doing all that, I wanted to focus something more important and something that will benefit me, right, in the long run, right? So that was the reason, and yeah. So then I set off with this journey of going through every single day, sort of updating you guys on small things in life, right? And then I came up with, or I don't remember how exactly this idea came up, but then it got into me that I should be reading your comments for a year every single day, and sort of use this as a means to spend time in every single video, right? So yeah, because I mean, come on, coming up with something new to speak about every single day was gonna be quite hectic, right? So now it wasn't like there were no repetitions, but at the same time I was reading comments, and still the fact that I haven't run out of a single comment to read till the very end. The moment I started till the very end, I didn't run out of comments. This one time I was really close to it, and I mentioned in the video, but then the next day I see there were just loads of comments, anyways, and I just had enough to read once more, right? So uh, that was good. Honestly, that was really nice. And in between, I also went to Bangladesh, and honestly, that was a really nice experience, and I felt like I needed that break. I needed that sort of breathing space, spending time with the people I know and love, right? So that was, and also at the same time going to my home country, right? So yeah, all in all, very nice. So yeah, now coming to the fact, um, how I felt in between some of those days, right? So I'm not gonna lie, there were a lot of ups and downs, definitely. A lot of times I felt like I shouldn't be uploading or posting a single video on that day, and so many times I had the urge to just not continue with this challenge and just yeah, whatever, leave it be, nobody cares. But then I came to realize the fact that I'm not doing this for anybody else's affirmations or sort of, what's the other word? I forgot, but I'm not doing this for other people. I'm doing this for myself. That's the mindset that I started this challenge with. So I have to remember that fact that I had to be consistent. The motive behind it was to be consistent, have a routine, upload a video, even though it meant that it was trash and it had no value to add to society and those sort of things, right? But I kept pushing. I kept doing videos, and in between, I also made some good videos, right? So with proper content editing, those sort of things. But yeah, the main moral is to stay consistent, and yeah, I think it did teach me a lot that no matter what, uh, consistency is the key. And even though it has no big impact, the fact that you're consistent with something means a lot, and in the long run, it's gonna mean something big. You may not be able to see the immediate effect of it, but it's gonna mean something in the future, right? So that's what I wanted to say. And so yeah, I kept pushing, I kept making these videos, and I kept reading your lovely comments. And yeah, it was honestly an amazing experience. Like a whole year has passed since that very first video I came up with, where I said I will be doing this for a year. Like, I just can't imagine I actually made, or like I made it. I made it. I did this for a whole year, and I look back at things, and things were a lot different back then, and things are a lot different now. And back then, the me would have not imagined the state at which I am in right now, right? And I have been in these past few months. So yeah, it's just time is something to really think about, right? So yeah, and now coming to the conclusion, or sort of what is my takeaway from this whole thing, right? Yeah, to be frank with you, I feel amazing, you know. I feel like I finally achieved something. Again, this doesn't have to be a physical medal, but at the same time, I did this for myself. The fact that I kept on to my word, or like I kept my own promise, right? So it feels amazing, feels uh, good, and I'm relieved. I'm relieved that I managed to do this for so long. And yeah, it has helped me with many different aspects in life as well, like the whole fact that I'm not bound to social media, and I have life outside of social media, outside of the world, where I need to constantly show other people that I'm having, or like I'm experiencing good things, right? Or like basically try to show that you are, uh, I don't know, you look good in this certain angle, overthink a lot, instead of just actually posting stuff where you share your stories, where you share your moments, right? So yeah, that that is honestly really good. And yeah, I've also gotten productive as well, not to forget. So learned a whole lot of skills when it comes to uh, vector graphics. That's one of the main ones I will mention, that I learned how to 2D design, logo design, and those sort of things, right? So I did spend valuable time in doing something which is valuable, right? So amazing, wonderful, love it. And yeah, just wanted to say that yeah, it was a wonderful experience, and my heartfelt thank you to every single one of you guys who have been watching this, who have been commenting, obviously. So yeah, I thought I would feel sad, I thought I would actually like break down or something in my uh, final video of the 1 year of no social media challenge series, but like I'm just happy, I'm glad that this is done, and I'm glad that I can move on to bigger and better things. But this is definitely one of the biggest things that I've done. So every single year I've posted on this channel, kept it consistent. So yeah, honestly, that's about it. And yeah, I guess that ends the daily videos. So I'll see you guys next time. I can't promise you when, but the thing is that I'm waiting for a better setup, right? With the current setup, I'm very limited on what I can do and what kind of videos I can record. But once I have that, hopefully I can come back to making quality content. So on that note, I'll see you guys. This has been it. So take care. Uh, keep spreading happiness, joy amongst your family, amongst your loved ones, and I'll see you guys. Bye.